Hello and welcome to e-GMAT. We will solve question number 97 of OG Verbal Second Edition by using e-GMAT three-step process. In the first step, we will understand the meaning of the sentence. In the second, we will evaluate the errors in the sentence, and finally, we will review all the answer choices to get to the correct answer. So let's begin. Unlike the United States, where farmers can usually depend on rain or snow all year long, the rains in most parts of Sri Lanka are concentrated in the monsoon months, June to September, and the skies are generally clear for the rest of the year. This sentence presents a contrast, and the word unlike is the marker of that contrast. The sentence says that farmers in the US can depend on rain or snow all year long, but the farmers in Sri Lanka cannot. In most parts of Sri Lanka, the rains are concentrated in the monsoon months between June and September. The skies there generally remain clear for the rest of the year. Now let us evaluate the errors by splitting this sentence into its clauses. So here comes the first clause. Unlike the United States, where presence of where brings us to another clause that reads, where farmers can usually depend on rain or snow all year long. Here farmers is the subject and can depend is the verb. What follows next is the continuation of the first clause that reads, the rains in most parts of Sri Lanka are concentrated in the monsoon months, June to September, and here the rains in most parts of Sri Lanka is the subject and are concentrated is the verb. Notice that neither most parts nor Sri Lanka can be the subject of this clause because both of them lie in the prepositional phrase that together modify the rain. Being the head of the phrase, the rains will decide the number of the verb. Since the rains is in plural, it takes the plural verb are concentrated. After and, we have another subject verb pair, which means we have another clause here that reads, the skies are generally clear for the rest of the year. Here the skies is the subject and are is the verb. Now the entities contrasted in this sentence are logically not parallel. The United States, that stands for X, has been contrasted with the rains in most parts of Sri Lanka, that stands for Y. So here we have a country being contrasted with the rains in most parts of another country. This leads to the parallelism error in this sentence. Well, this is the only error here, and let us run the POE to find out which answer choice corrects this error. Well, choice A does not, as we discussed just now. Choice B also does not because it has a parallelism error here. In this choice, the US farmers have been contrasted with the rains in most parts of Sri Lanka. So logically, the two entities being contrasted are not parallel. Choice C is also incorrect because we have parallelism issue here again. Here, those that stands for most parts of the US has been contrasted with most parts of Sri Lanka's rains. So we again have most parts of a country being contrasted with the rains in most parts of another country. So this leads to parallelism error in choice C as well. Let's take a look at choice D now. Well, choice D repeats the same parallelism error as we found in choice A. So we are left only with choice E, and choice E is the correct answer because here the United States has been contrasted with another country, Sri Lanka. So choice E is the correct answer for this sentence. Let's take a look at the takeaway message now. In contrasts, both the entities must be grammatically as well as logically parallel to each other. The concept tested in this sentence has been covered in e-GMAT Concepts Level 2 Parallelism Comparisons.